Hello everybody and welcome back to Total War Warhammer Free, where we are actually... I'm on now. Good enough, whatever. That's all thanks to my microphone. Perfect. We are actually back with audio. Isn't that fantastic? I'm so happy. So, because I didn't have any audio, I want to go quickly and briefly over what happened the past few episodes. So, we've expanded our empire out into Cathay real easily, and honestly took these gates way easier than it should have. And now, our goal is to expand further down into Cathay. Now, for those that don't know, Cathay is basically this entire land right here. We want to conquer as much as possible. And there are many other factions vying for power in here. And I'm going to put this here because this might be a good place for audio. My audio sounds quiet in my ears, but I know that could not be the case for you. If I am insanely loud, I am terribly sorry. Now, I've noticed that while I haven't really dealt with Total War on this channel in a long time, I would do well to explain a little bit aspects of the game as we play. So, in this series, you're going to hear me explain a lot more. If I don't know it, then I don't know it, and we're going to learn it together. Ultimately, the goal of this game, as stated before, is to conquer the many areas, victory conditions. We've already taken the gates. We've already breached in the Cathay. We got to destroy the northern provinces. It looks like Mr. Ratman here is absolutely going to just destroy them for us. I wanted to go to war with Cathay, to have the land's people actually defend against my chaotic dwarf hordes. But not everything is meant to happen that way. You know, when you put AIs in a big, massive open world, there's no telling what will happen. So, you can also make heroes, which are really powerful units that go into our army. If a lot of you know this stuff, bear with me. Heroes can go around and do special actions at the cost of money to different either enemy settlements or enemy armies. You can damage their army. You could try to assassinate an enemy hero, or you could sabotage defenses in other castles, and that's basically the use of them. They also are just really strong, powerful units if you want to put them in your army. Well, those beastmen didn't last very long. Now, I didn't really go over technology before. Every single faction you play in this game, and there's a lot. There's dwarves, orcs, chaos dwarves, chaos warriors. There is each different chaos prince. There's the Empire, Human Empire. There's Britannia, which are basically French knights. King Arthur style, basically. You got dark elves, light elves, wood elves. You got all kinds of stuff, and every single faction plays differently and has their own tree. Chaos dwarves I've not dealt with very much, but they seem to have 3 major skill trees that add bonuses throughout the campaign, each one costing a different amount of resource. Looks like when it comes to Chaos Dwarves, we want to add raw materials from our outpost and make armaments as well, using those raw materials and using the resource of labor that we get from defeating enemies and enslaving them, because, you know, that's what you do. Actually, I don't want that one, I want this one. This number right here is, you can only have a stack of 20, and this is the upkeep it takes to actually have that army. This is, of course, our income. And everything in green is basically what we get every turn. Some of the stuff, self-explanatory, but still. Now, so far, Zhatan, our legendary lord leading this army, he is our best unit by far. And I'm thinking I want to move him south and have him start taking out these other bases. Riding his Manticore. Now, Mr. Ironhand here, I cannot build, basically I just build goblins, because every time I build, excuse you, actual Chaos Dwarf units, I have to expend some armaments to up the amount, the cap on them that I have. So I want this guy to be a little bit beefier because he's going to start moving down this direction. I want him to take this castle. A whole bunch of every castle or every base is a part of a province. And every single one has a province capital. It's going to be the strongest one of the whole province. And if you take the whole province, you can issue a special command to up certain stats. Jamar, you have a good amount of soldiers already. I want you to march in. Now we have a decent amount of armaments. I know that Cathay and the Chaos Dwarves, really, the dwarves are the only ones that can do this and send out a caravan to other places to, in exchange certain materials for certain resources. Now, I don't have a lot of money at all, so trading money is going to be not in my favor, and it looks to me like I'm not going to be able to send them out anywhere, which is disappointing. At least until next turn. I have to be careful because I will come in contact with the rats. Now, Skaven, if you've seen the game Vermintide, if you've seen anything like that, and you know anything about Warhammer lore, you know the Skaven are incredibly... They're not the strongest faction, but what they are is numerous. There are tons and tons of Skaven in their armies. So they may have a full 20 stack like this, but each individual unit has a certain amount of numbers of people that come in. That's why I have a 20 stack. And yet you still see that I have like 600, 700 people. Skavens will have thousands. Undercities. Undercities are dangerous. That's the one problem. Ah, there goes the northern provinces. The rat's taking them out. I could decide. So Skavens can also put undercities, because they predominantly live underground, and they can mooch off of you for a lot. So let's see, the undercity here. It cost a good amount of money to destroy it. And I don't have that money right now, unfortunately. Now, he probably took this base. Like, I'm willing to bet a lot of money he took this base. Which worries me about Snakegate. Because if I declare war and take the Terracotta Graveyard, he's going to march that army to attack me back. And he does not fight with one army. He fights with quite a few. Now, do I have a non-aggression pact? I do have a non-aggression pact.
You come, we listen, you speak.
So we're in a position where we made a deal. And because we made that deal, if we attack them, it's going to be seen as treachery. Now, are we trying to make friends? Not particularly. The only friends that we desperately could use are to the west of us up here. If we are friends with them, then we will be fine. If our Chaos Dwarven friends could march over there, that would be fantastic as well. Because we had two options. We could have expanded to the east or to the west, and I chose east to try to take out Cafe. There's a lot of planning and a lot of thinking that comes into this. We could wait until they declare it on us, because they absolutely will. But is that smart? Sometimes waiting for your enemy to attack you is the right idea. But sometimes, by the time they attack you, it's too late. I could turn my attention to the Druki, or the Dark Elves, as we all know them, and work my way around, but that could also separate me and leave me open to too many places to attack, because I cannot afford another army. My income just can't hold it.
Guide us, Horned One. The Strongi. Reek.
These rats will be our biggest enemy yet. He's leaving us be. He's expanding elsewhere. He's following the actual truce. So where does that leave us? Do we uphold it? We think about the character when we do things like this. I have been in many situations, in many games, where I make a decision such as this, and it backfires, and I am left completely and utterly fucked. My decision. My choice is we are Chaos Dwarves. The only friends that we need
the Nurgle perhaps sent you here to die? Or
Why should we uphold a deal with rats? They serve no great purpose for our Dark Lord Hashut.
no, no. Arak! Ankazig!
They will serve or they will die. Every single lord has special skills, especially mages. I love getting spells because spells are so fun to use in battle. I don't have the stuff to build blunderbusses, but they would be nice. Now bring on the rats. I know they're coming. Let them come. Ah, they're regrouping. It's smart. A prized relic has been uncovered, something from the time of when our ancestors first migrated to these lands, before we rightfully pledged allegiance to the Father of Darkness. Such an object is clearly of great import. What should we do with it? Let's build our conclave influence. We are the greatest. So it looks like what we can do is we fight over all these things with every other chaos dwarf faction, and once we get to the very top, we can confederate, which basically is absorbing a vassal from Nobunaga's, or just you take over their land and all their income and their spot on the map, no matter where they are. And just like that, we expand even further, and our income grows. Now, granted, no one will talk to us right now. We've completely... Why make a deal with someone who's just going to destroy your deal anyway? Personally, I would rather leave the Dark Elves alone. I have no need for them. I have no need to fight them. And I need Zhatan somewhere else. We need to keep an eye over here, though. If I was the Druki, I would definitely take the opportunity to attack us. That's the one downside of expanding so quickly. Such as right now, if we were to be attacked from the west, there's nothing we can do about it. Hell, our actual garrisons that we can use here are lax. They're very weak. We would lose more land in this back before we could ever do anything or return there otherwise. All we can do is hope that they keep them occupied. Now, 200 labor, 500 for 250 slaves. I don't have that much armaments. I'm not really the weapons trader that I could be. Let's send you to the Crystal Spire. So as we build up more income and we get ready to attack, it won't be long now as we will face more and more rats, as well as the Dark Elves. I know they're coming. In fact, they might move this turn. If we see them cross our borders... Okay, we're safe for now. The rats are converging. Kunlan down there is definitely going to be a bloodbath. If I am going to move Iron Hand and Zhatan to attack on both sides... Brutish games. Crowds flock to the fighting pits and arenas to revel in the violence and forget their woes for a time. A Pyrrhic victory. There we go. Decisive victory, low casualties. Another tower. But look at the armies down below. Oh, Snitch is there himself. Is it a field battle? It is. Alright, everybody, I think it's time I show you what Skaven are. Let's see if this so-called Master Assassin can hand up against the fiery war machine. Fueled by sadness and anger and pain and lots of fire. And goblins. I'm looking at him. He has quite a few heroes. I'll need to play my cards right. We are definitely going to lose a lot of soldiers from this because that's just how it goes. I see Skaven slaves, which are basically the same kind of situation as I am. Good, that's what I needed. So here's one thing. 3,716 soldiers. They're in the rice paddies.
Will die at range.
The Skaven's hordes. Oh. He's riding a rat ogre. Where's Snitch? Oh, that's right. He's hidden. Because he's an assassin, he stays hidden at first. Oh, let's look at this. Let's look at this real nice. In a full frontal fight, we would lose. We need to be stealthy. Gordas is probably the best one to attack people. And then poison mortars. That's actually not as long of a range as I thought they would have. Oh, it's actually in the rice. They're in rice paddies. Okay. Not a lot of good options, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to bring them up on the hill. Which I still can. I think those goblins move pretty fast. In my mind, they'll charge, hopefully. God willing, they'll charge. Alright, never mind. It's up to us Change of plans. Crap. Alright, let's take a look here. They're gonna kill us because they put clan rats everywhere. Come now, you're the pride of Hashut.
Santumara! Professor Eigramus! Come and see a noon too! Come and see a noon too! Grimastrov! Zulu da Shah! Anfa Grimazur! Das Hobgoblin! By that crew! Waddle over there! That's a move, Apesa el Gramos! Alhararu! What? Come and see a noon too! Thrust thou! Drung and drain! Hobgoblin Akazas! Hobgoblin! Yeah! Drago skits! Drathrik!
They are drastically overwhelming me. The people aren't bunched up at all. Oh, God. No rematches. I don't know if Jamar got away or if he died. They might consider him dead, but... Man. I'm telling you, like, when it comes to sheer numbers... and all it takes is one real loss to cripple a campaign like that. Because now that means his army is still so much stronger, and I have no way of stopping him.
Taida Bagrit. Vaumansia Nunku. Ula Stars. Nahi Tiwas.
Very good possibility he's gonna die next turn.
Fatanga Draj. Maori Tatagio. Gorlech. Grunaz una gorma nuntu. Wananbaras.
Here they come. There was no way I could have stopped them.
Isamaz. Ut natolaratas unbakan.
We don't have it yet.
Jar unnachna. Drarth jarik. Ut domitas utal senerut. The strongi.
Don't have enough money for that. Damn. Don't have enough money for that one either. Damn, I don't have enough money for any of it.
Good news, I hope.
Now, because we broke that treaty, they're not gonna bother with us now. I expect him to attack Terracotta Graveyard next and destroy it. If I was him, I would absolutely do it. He has the upper hand in this battle. He fleed. Ah, he tried to sneak underneath me. Foolish rat. Now we'll build another army. And I'll use 2 armies to try to hold off Snitch over here. Because we'll go ahead and take these areas. It looks like a little bit of cafes coming back over here. So we may actually get to fight a little bit of Cathayan forces after all. They're at war with the Dark Elves. We personally don't care about the Dark Elves.
Why not follow one of the 4?
He's got 7 settlements. And he's spread out quite far. Alright, so our war against the vermin is going relatively fine. Relatively fine. It could be better, but at the same time, it all depends on how well things continue to go. So that being said, that is all the time I have for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying it, and I'll see you in the next one.